So I would like to welcome now at the session Mr. Jose Antonio, Managing Director of CMA Global and Senior Consultant for Small Business Advice at EBRD. Welcome, and welcome to the Arab SME Summit. I'm happy that you managed to make it today.
Thank you for the invitation, Nadine. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so
sharing
much.
my experience.
Thank you. Have you been through the area?
I have plenty of meetings.
Oh, really? Okay, great. And are you planning to stay until tomorrow, or it's only this day?
Yeah, I'm doing tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. So, Mr. Jose, can you tell me more about yourself, your background, and your experience in the field and the CMA? We're having you today as the CMA Managing Director.
Yeah, I'm the Managing Director of CMA Global.
Okay.
It's a global company for services for introduction of products from third countries into the European Union. My background started in the 80s, exporting and importing products from different countries, mainly from Morocco and from China into the European Union. I have been my own investor in China and also in Morocco with production units of food products and also farming. And from that experience, I had the opportunity to create CMA Global, which is a company that consolidates all the experience of all these years to be able to offer to small and medium enterprises that wants to enter their products into the European markets. So we have customers from, a lot of customers from Arab countries. Also we work a lot with South America, Asia, mainly specialized in the food business and the primary sector, but also in health products, organic products, cosmetics, and things like that. So we are growing our portfolio. We have a staff of 12 people that takes care of all the details when you want to export a product and you don't know the products and the requirements of that market. You can have difficulties, before you enter, not only as the kind of regulation that you are going to find into that market, but also on the import duties tariff codes and packaging, labeling, and of course, maybe if you pass all these inconveniences successfully, you can find out that maybe your product is not so competitive. So what we try to do is to avoid the entrepreneurs to spend money without having the right guidance and the right advice. So this is mainly, I cooperate also with the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development in London, where I am a senior consultant for small and medium companies. And we do the same. We try to accompany the companies into a new route to market, trying to optimize the resources that they have, trying to make them spend as less as possible in the development. And we accompany them from the very beginning. So this is mainly what CMA Global is about.
So Jose, the countries that you're working with mainly should be like Arab countries. Do you have certain Arab countries, or are you only working with Morocco, as you said? Or are you open to work with whatever Arab countries?
No, we work with Morocco, but we also work with Egypt.
Okay. Are you, for Yemen, are you open to work with other Arab countries?
Yeah. At the moment, we are working with Egypt, Morocco from, I think, 20 years already.
Okay.
So we have a quite a good base of suppliers and partners here in Morocco, but also Tunisia, for example, with the fish business. And we are open, of course.
Because there are a lot of people exhibiting at the summit today from different Arab countries.
I know.
I'm not sure if you were interested or you've met them to see some future or whatever partnership that might happen.
I have met people from Lebanon, people from Yemen, today from Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've met someone from Yemen just before, like they're doing honey and doing coffee and these kind of stuff. Yeah, so I'll introduce you to him just right after. They're doing that in a very good scale.
Great.
Okay?
Great.
And yeah, that might be an interest for you.
Sure.
All right, so let's move on to the exact services that CMA Global is doing. Can you just give us a brief on the services provided by you?
As I said, we are specialized as a consultancy to open route to market, marketing their supplier products into the target market, mainly European Union. So there are different compliance that has to be fulfilled, not only the terms of the quality certificates that normally most of the importers and retailers in the European Union are requesting, like IFS, BRC, FFSC, and so on, which still is something that you have to comply to get to the right route to market. But also before that the supplier or the customer start putting investment in the project, we try to make a study of the feasibility of the product. We want to make sure that the supplier is not going to be spending resources and money if the product is not going to work in the target market. I mean, there are a lot of competition from everywhere trying to get into the market, and maybe you have a good product that sells very well in Egypt or in Morocco, but you want to export that, and then you find out that there are cheaper prices in Europe, local production, and a lot of competitors. So we try to avoid that this situation happens. I mean, when we are going to tackle a project with a company, we try to make sure that nobody is going to lose time and effort. So starting from that point, all the other way through, until the product is in the shelves, in the supermarkets, we take care of the majority of the aspects. We have quality consultants in our company. We have research and development.
So the product goes through the whole process until it's market.
Even though we have also consultants for processing, so they can advise you whether your processing process can be improved, whether you can mechanize or you can use better resources on the procedure to be more competitive. In a way, we try to give a whole spectrum consultancy so that we not only sell the product, but we make that the product makes a profit.
And ready to go to the market. At which phase do you accept startups or companies? As like, from what you're saying, you're only like taking people or startups or companies that are ready to export. Is that the audience? Is that the target that you're targeting? Or
mainly the services of CMA Global are those companies that wants to export.
Yes. Okay. So they're ready to
especially to the European Union, which is the area that we have more experience.
Is there a specific criteria to allow certain companies to export to Europe?
There are criteria first.
That makes let's for example that makes people from Morocco are able or easily for them to export to Europe compared to other countries. Is there any certain like limitations and stuff?
If you have like Morocco, a free trade agreement, of course, you are already entering with 24% less on the import duty. Again, there are some aspects of the regulation of the ingredients on the residues of pesticides and all that also has to be accounted. I mean, you maybe have a free trade agreement, maybe you have a very good product that can export to the United States, but it's not possible to export to the European Union because it has a level of X pesticides that is not allowed, but it's allowed on the US. So, but all this thing has to be taken in account because at the end of the day, choose the market. It's something that you have to do starting from the very basics. Otherwise, you can find resort prices that in the middle of the way, which are not really nice.
So you do consulting. You prepare the company to be able to export. You go through the whole process, and after that, what's the role that you're playing? After the company is now ready to export to X company or to X part of Europe, what is the after process?
Well, the after is that there are some companies that they want to have an office in Europe to take care of the day-to-day relationship with their retailers. We do that service as well. Depending if the supplier is dealing directly with retailers, it can be really much of dedication daily to supply all the information and the supply chain. So they need somebody in Europe that takes care of the logistics, of the imports, of all the different platforms that needs to be resourced with information on a daily basis to comply with the retailers' requirements on supply chain. And there are others that they just want to be advised to the moment that the product is already with an importer, and they make an agreement with an importer, and the importer will take care of everything. So we have no limitation, let's say, to the point that once that the company is ready, we can continue an accompany service all the way through.
Well, your role would end, let's say, once you do the connection or the export. So it's upon whether the company wants to proceed having the consultancy from your side or not. But after that, you're actually has nothing to do. Do you have shares or percentage out of this process or from the company? No. Okay.
No,
so it's only the consulting fees, let's say.
We have a consultant fee,
okay.
Which is a monthly consultancy fee.
Okay.
However, if after the whole process is finished, the supplier wants us to continue with the daily,
yes.
then we agree a commission.
Okay, great. So if I want to ask, how could people or companies, let's say, if we're going to send a broadcast to all the SMEs exhibiting at the summit, that they can benefit from your services or they can apply, where they can go?
But
is there the online, like an online platform or an online the website?
We are into the. You have the platform of our webpage, okay. CMA-Global.
They can apply for that. It's like an application form that they can fill, and it goes.
There's a request form, and then somebody will contact them, and then we can start the process of looking into the possibilities of the cooperation. We are a private-owned company, so we have our openly accounts and our openly statements are all published into the
Is there
webpage.
any certain things that you require when applying?
We mainly require that the supplier has at least the quality certificates that request the European Union.
In the European Union, okay.
Today, working with the European Union without any quality certificates is complicated. You are not going to find many importers or retailers that they want to invest time in a company which is not independently quality accredited. So I think this is one of the limitation points is to be able to supply a product which is independently certified to be according to the food safety norms of the European Union.
Is it hard to get the certificate for Arab companies to get the European quality certificate?
It is not easy. It is not easy. There are a lot of certificates around, but most of them they take minimum 1 to 2 years to be fully implemented with the right consulting company that is going to implement all the actions to be done.
Okay, all right. Mr. Jose, we're reaching to the end. I'm closing with this question. Can you give us an advice for SMEs or entrepreneurs or companies ready to export? What is the one takeaway that they can use to be successful and to be able to export? We need an advice from your side, based on your experience and the cases that you've been seeing or throughout the years.
I think my experience and my advice would be to do the things a little bit the other way around, and it means
how is that?
There are many entrepreneurs that I know in the Arab world that they make the company for export before they study the market. They believe, because they have been in international exhibitions and all that, they believe that they have a potential to get into the market and to achieve a profit and to be able to enter the market. And then they go ahead. They start making the installations and everything. And I think today is important to start from the market to the production. In order to take the decision, I think the important thing for not wasting time and money is to take the right advice, look at the products that you believe, for your experience, that could be feasible for the target market, make a study, make sure that your prices and your costs are going to be feasible, and then when you have full assurance that the product is feasible, then go ahead and invest. But
I have to study the market first.
I think it's crucial.
Okay.
I think it's crucial.
All right. Then we're good. Is there anything that you want to add regarding? Okay.
It's a pleasure that you invite me to have this opportunity.
We're pleased to have you at the summit, actually. I'm happy to introduce you to the Yemeni person who actually produced some Yemeni honey and coffee. That would
Wonderful.
be great to see if you guys can work this partnership out.
Perfect.
And yeah, that would be great. Thank you, Jose, Mr.
Thank
Jose.
you to
Thank you so much for being
thank
here.
you to the summit.
Thank you for your time.
invitation.
Thank you.